Honda has been named #1 in import owner loyalty for the 14th year in a row, which means year after year, more people buy Honda after Honda. Why? Because you get what you pay for.
The Accord Lease Program. See your nearest Honda dealer for details.
When you get thirsty, there's one thing everybody's got to have. Because deep down, we all want the same thing. The cool, crisp taste, the fluids, minerals, and energy of Gatorade.
Orlando Canizales defends his IBF Atomweight title. Plus, the U.S. International Motorcycle Grand Prix. Today on CBS Sports Saturday.
We're back at Coleman Coliseum on the campus of the University of Alabama. In this rotation, Penn State and LSU have byes. Georgia is on the vault. Alabama moves to bars. Utah takes a crack at beam. Oregon State looks to make up some ground on the floor. Georgia coach Suzanne Yocklin a little concerned. Vault has been the Gym Dogs' worst event this season. Let's see how Kelly Macy does.
They're off to a fair start. They have scores in the mid-range. They really need some big scores. Just doing a handspring front tuck. Good in the air. Just that step on the landing.
Over on beam, here's Utah. Kristen Knoyer. Utah's a long way from her hometown in Maine, but she's got support here. Let's check in with Jim Gray.
Kristen Knoyer about to come out next. You people, the Knoyers, Pam and Ron, have driven 1,500 miles to be here. It's the first time you've seen your daughter this year.
That's correct. We saw her last year in a meet against Alabama at Utah, but we haven't seen her perform this year.
How long did that drive take?
Almost 25 hours.
Enjoy it. It's an awful long trip back. Good to have you here.
Well, that's 50 hours of driving there and back, but I bet it's worth it, Kathy.
Well, it's not that she needs any extra help in competition. She's been part of Utah's 1-2-3 punch since performing at Utah. Very consistent gymnast, particularly on this event. Nice straddle jump, just a slight balance break there. Utah is doing very nicely on beam so far. Scores in the 9.6s and 9.7s. They could really put a lot of pressure on Alabama. And a double twist dismount. Great landing.
That's good for a 9.725 for Knoyer. Back over on vault, Georgia is holding its own. Here's Sandy Roulette. Earlier, Kelly Macy got a 9.65.
This is one of the most difficult vaults being done in the competition. A laid out full twisting Sukahara.
Well, the Georgia fans want a 10. The judges, though, say 9.85. Back across the floor, Joy Seelig, the backbone of the Oregon State program for 4 years. Soon she'll pass the responsibility to Shari Knight.
It does feel like I'm kind of passing the torch in a way. I'm honored to hand it to her. I mean, if anybody, it's the most perfect person to lead the team next year.
Well, they really need something big from her right here, something in the range of 9.8 or 9.9. And she certainly has the ability. She opens with a front tuck through to a tuck double back. Very nicely done. She is truly one of the most talented gymnasts in this field. Highly recruited last year. She's an alternate on the World Championship team, competed for the U.S. internationally. So she has excellent form and execution. Her middle tumbling run is another tuck double back. Judges are looking for good landings. And they're also looking for performance quality, expression, how they relate with the audience. And unfortunately, I don't think this routine really shows off Shari's potential and her talent. Little bobble there. Her final tumbling run is a double twist. She has plenty of difficulty in this routine. Finishes up. routine, but as I said, it just doesn't have the same magical quality that some of the higher-rated routines have.
Now, remember, Oregon State did not score well on the beam, so they need a big score here. A 9.65, and that's just not enough. Oregon State will not compete for the championship. Back over on vault, Hope Spivey will wrap up the event for Georgia. She has had a remarkable career. It all started many years ago in the small town of Suffolk, Virginia, amid plenty of skeptics.
When I first started training, back when I was 13 years old when I moved away, there really wasn't many people that wanted to back me because I thought it was just not going to happen. I mean, which I could see how, but, you know, they were just kind of like, you know, someone from Suffolk, Virginia is going to make the Olympics. Who are we fooling, you know?
But it was not a joke. Spivey made the team. Now, she may only be 4 feet 10 inches tall, but soon Hope Spivey was a giant in Suffolk, a celebrity the town rallied behind emotionally and financially.
I'm just so glad that I went to Parkettes and had this opportunity, because I wouldn't be here today. And thank you for everything.
Thank you.
We've never been wealthy, and, you know, we've always had to work very hard for everything that we've gotten, or everything that we have, and everything that I've done is really special, and I'll never forget it.
This is certainly a sport that requires so much hard work. It's nice to see when it pays off. This is Hope's best event. Handspring front with a half twist. Look at that landing. Unbelievable.
Well, Mom thinks it's a 10. The judges say 9.925, a new career high for Hope Spivey. Meanwhile, over on the uneven bars, Alabama needs a strong showing from Dee Dee Foster. They have that 9-1 score they'd love to drop.
If anyone can do it, it's Dee Dee. She is so aggressive on this event. Watch how she hits every position. Starts with the reverse hex. This is what the judges are looking for. Sharp positions in the handstand. Aggressive work. Just has slight little deductions when the legs come apart, but they're ever so slight. Top double back just got way up in the air. Slide hop on the landing, but all the deductions in there were so minute.
And Dee Dee delivers a 9.825. Back over on beam, Utah knows this event has meant trouble for 2 teams already. Let's see how Missy Marlowe does.
So far, they are doing very well on this event. Missy is absolutely beautiful here. She always has been. Watch the line, showing off the flexibility. Missy has really learned to handle the pressure competing in college. They compete week after week. And with that experience, she has truly improved on this event. Nice scale. Two back handsprings to a full twisting dismount and a good landing. A very nice routine.
A 9.85 for Marlowe, and Utah survives the beam. So after 3 rotations, the Utes trail by about a half of a point, with Georgia edging closer and closer. And we'll be back after a word from your local station.
Win cash with a flash at 7-Eleven, up to $100,000. Game cards and details at participating 7-Eleven stores. Catch the flash tonight to see if you're a winner.
Monday, Murphy's in the tabloid news.
I was Murphy Brown's boy toy.
An all-new Murphy Brown. Then follow through with a smashing new Designing Women. And springtime in the wild means only one thing.
You need a woman. Yeah, right. And you need a mask.
Spring fever.
You've just been postponing the inevitable.
Northern exposure after Murphy Brown and Designing Women, Monday.
This is CBS.
The flag is down, and as the Winston Cup Series gets on track for the 1991 season, hook up with your favorite NASCAR team at News 2 Sports. This is Mike Hogwood. From Daytona to Rockingham, Charlotte to Martinsville, and North Wilkesboro, WFMY-TV puts you on the inside track all the way. Rev up for the NASCAR season with News 2 Sports, right here on WFMY-TV.
Hi, I'm Rob Goodman, inviting you to the second annual Tommy Armour III I Love Birdies and Babes Celebrity Pro-Am Golf Tournament. It'll be Monday, May 6th at the Starmount Forest Country Club. This event's sure to be a hole-in-one. By participating in the tournament, you'll help us raise money for the Boys and Girls Clubs in Greensboro. And all entries will be offered a free golf clinic. So come out to the course and help support the Boys and Girls Clubs in the Piedmont.
Eye on the Piedmonts. News that doesn't get home before you do.
Fourth rotation, Alabama has a bye. Georgia on the bars, Utah on the floor. We're at the halfway point of this meeting. Kathy, it's really turned into a three-team race. Alabama, Utah, and Georgia all in contention.
Andrea, it's such an exciting competition, particularly seeing Alabama start out so strong on the ball, which is typically their weak event. They usually have some low scores there. They all stuck. Very solid landings. However, on the uneven bars with Utah, I think they really wanted a high score from Missy Marlowe, particularly a 9-9 there on that event, or maybe even a 10-0 since she scored those so far this year. But Utah has put a lot of pressure on Alabama because they've all been now. They're not going to count a break there. And Missy Marlowe would like to increase that pressure now. And over the years, she has proven if anyone can do it, she can. Even at the tender age of 13, the gymnastics world could see the potential in the phenom from Salt Lake City. They saw great things in Missy Marlowe's future. 3 years ago, before a home crowd, she qualified for the 1988 Olympic team, an accomplishment that surprisingly did not signal the climax of her career.
After the Olympics, I didn't think anything would ever compare to that. And, you know, and I figured my career, the highlight of my career would be over. And, you know, and that I'd always have to remember that as being the best part. And it's been the best surprise of my life, really, to find that I'm as motivated as I ever was.
Need proof? Well, here it is. 2 perfect 10s this year in competition. A personal achievement enhanced by a collegiate atmosphere.
The team concept makes it so much fun to practice and to compete. And I remember the first college meet I was ever in, it was fun. I mean, I was like, this is what college is about. I really like this.
And it's obvious she's enjoying herself now. She's competing so well. Her middle pass is a pike double bat. Very well done. She has always been a judge's favorite. Look at the form, the execution. It's a nice move in addition to the Shushanova with a half twist. Preparing for her last tumbling run. It's become a very common move now in collegiate gymnastics because they get bonus points for this. An Arabian 1 1/4 right to a prone drop. Good routine. Definitely going to help Utah here.
Now that's good for a 9.875. That's Georgia's Heather Stepp watching from the sidelines as she recovers from an elbow injury.
Losing Heather in the lineup was a huge blow to Georgia and also added pressure on Hope Spivey. They need to drop that 9.1, so Hope needs a big score here. She opens with giant full pirouettes, 2 in a row. Right into a nice high del chest. She has little form breaks throughout the routine. But they're just minor deductions, but they do add up. Sets up for her dismount with 2 giants. And a tuck double flyaway. A great landing. Georgia is doing an unbelievable job here on the uneven bars.
Wow, another great score for Spivey. Let's check in now with Jim Gray over at the beam.
All right, Andrea, Penn State coach Judy Abner trying to cheer on her troops, but she's also having to live with the fact that the balance beam is claiming another victim. Marion Kreischer, just a little bit off her axis here, comes down off the beam. Then a bit later on, April Polito had some trouble. She also comes off the beam. So Penn State, who had such a great start, is giving up some ground.
Way to go. It's okay. It's okay. It's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. You try hard.
Meanwhile,